Learners, today on 20th of May 2020, we have come up with yet another offline video pertaining to class 12 information practices, and the topic is HTML and its features. In this topic, we will understand what is HTML, how can we write an HTML document, and what are its features and tags. So we will start with what is HTML. HTML is an acronym which stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, which is used for creating web pages and web applications. HTML is used for creating web pages and web applications. Now, what is hypertext? Hypertext simply means text within text. A text has a link with it is a hypertext. Hypertext means a text is linked with another text. Whenever you click on a link which brings you to a new web page, you have clicked on a hypertext. You have seen on internet when you browse an internet, you click a web page and you will receive another web page. This is hypertext. A text is linked with another text. HTML is a way to link two or more web pages. So HTML is a way to link two or more web pages. Students, I repeat, what is hypertext? Hypertext is a way to link two or more web pages. Now, markup language. A markup language is a computer language that is used to apply layout and formatting conventions to a text document. Markup languages makes text more interactive and dynamic. It can turn text into images, tables, links, etc. So markup language is a type of language which is used to add features, layout and other formatting conventions to our text documents. So in HTML we can create web pages which are linked to one another, and also they are properly formatted. So HTML is used to create web pages and web applications. Now look, what is a web page? A web page is a document which is commonly written in HTML and translated by a web browser. So, what is a web page? A web page is a document which is written in HTML, hypertext markup language, and translated by web browser. A web page can be identified by entering a URL, that is Uniform Resource Locator. A web page can be of static or as dynamic. With the help of HTML, only we can create static web page. So, web page is a document which is commonly written in HTML and translated by a web browser. Hence, HTML is a markup language which is used for creating attractive web pages with the help of styling and which looks in a nice format on a web browser. So what is HTML? HTML is a markup language, hypertext markup language which is used for creating attractive web pages with the help of styling and which looks in a nice format on a web browser. An HTML document is made up of HTML tags, and each HTML tag contains different documents. Students, this is an important aspect of HTML, that HTML document is made of HTML tags with the help of which we may make the content of a web page. Let us see a simple example of HTML. It starts with doc type, and now there is a tag HTML. All HTML document starts with HTML tag, and HTML has to be, every tag in HTML has an opening as well as its closing at the last. Now there is another tag, that is head, which has also closed. Between the head there is a title tag, and between the title tag you have to submit a suitable title for the web page, and after closing head there is the main tag body which is used for giving the description of a web page. H1 tag is used to give heading to a web page, and P tag is used for paragraphing the text. Next the body tag is closed, and at last HTML tag is closed. So HTML language is written by different tags. These are the tags: HTML head, title, head, body, h1p, body, HTML. These are HTML tags. Each HTML tag has a opening as well as closing. I will give you define them one by one. Doc type. First you have seen doc type. What is doc type? It defines the document type, or it instructs the browser about the version of HTML. So doc type gives the browser the instructs the browser about the version of HTML. Next you have seen HTML. It is the main tag which is used to open the HTML document. This tag informs the browser that it is a HTML document. Text between HTML tag describes the web document. It is a container for all elements of HTML except doc type. So HTML tag is the main tag which is used for creating web pages. This text HTML tag is used at the start and as well as close at the end. After the HTML tag there is a head tag. It should be the first element inside the HTML. When we open the HTML tag, the first element we enclose is head tag, which contains the metadata, that is information about the document. It must be closed before the body tag opens. Before the body tag, which contains the description of the web page, we have to close the head tag. Title. As its name suggested, it is used to add title of web page which appears on the top of browser window. It must be placed inside the head tag and should close immediately. So inside the head tag we use another tag which is known as title tag. Title tag is used to give appropriate title to the HTML page. It must be placed inside the head tag and should close immediately. Now body tag. Text between body tag describes the body of the page. The text which we will enclose inside the body tag becomes the body content of the web page that is visible to the end user. Body tag is an essential part of the HTML document. Inside the body tag, whatever we write, the text becomes the body document of the page that is visible to the end user. This tag contains the main content of the HTML document. So body tag contains the main content of the HTML document. There are numerous other tags which are used, such as h1 for heading, p for paragraphing. In this way there are various tags and elements which are used to design a web page, which we will study in our later lectures. Now we come to the features of HTML. HTML is a very easy and simple language. It can be easily understood and modified. So it is an easy and simple language, can be easily understood and modified. It is very easy to make an effective presentation with HTML because it has a lot of formatting tags. So we can make an effective presentation with HTML because it has a lot of formatting tags. It is a markup language. So it provides a flexible way to design web pages. It is a markup language, so it gives us a way in which we can design our web page along with the text. It facilitates programs to add a link on the web page, so it enhances the interest of the browser. HTML can also be used to link various documents through a tag which is known as anchor tag, which we will describe later on. So it allows us to link different types of documents or various files. It is a platform independent because it can be displayed on any platform like Windows, Linux, Macintosh. That means it's a platform independent. That means it gets displayed on any operating system like Windows. We do not need any separate software in different operating systems like Windows, Linux, and Macintosh. It facilitates the programmers to add graphics, video, and sound to the web page. Through HTML, we can add graphics, videos, and sound to the web page, which makes it more attractive and interactive. HTML is a case-sensitive language, which means we can use tags either in lowercase or uppercase. That is a case-sensitive. We can use whole tag in either lowercase or uppercase. Now, Now we will come to brief history of HTML. In the late 1980s, a physicist Tim Berners-Lee, who was a contractor at CERN, proposed a system for CERN researchers. In 1989, he wrote a memo proposing an internet-based hypertext system. Tim Berners-Lee is therefore known as the father of HTML. The first available description of HTML was in a document called HTML tags proposed by Tim in 1991. The latest there have been various versions since the first version was released by Tim Berners-Lee in late 1991. There are 5 versions. The latest version of HTML is HTML5. So students, this is it for today's topic of HTML, the tags and features. I will be sharing the PDF of this class also. Students, make a proper note of this topic in your notebook and thoroughly understand it. Students, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you.